How many liters of a 30% acid solution should be mixed with 600 liters of a 12% acid solution to create a final mixture with an acid concentration between 50% and 18%? Okay, let us begin. So here we have 600 liters of a 12% solution. So let's assume that there's a bucket which contains 600 liters of a solution which contains 12% acid. Its volume is 600 liters. Now to this mixture, we're going to add some acid which is we're going to consider it to be of X liters, such that this particular new acid is going, this particular new mixture is going to have 30% of acid solution. Okay. Now, once that's mixed, we need to find out the amount of mixture that means amount of new mixture, this 30% acid solution that has been added, which increases the acid concentration to 15% but less than 18%. To begin with, we'll suppose that let X liters of 30% acid solution is added to the 600 liters of 12% acid solution. Now once we add it to the 600 liter solution, then the total quantity of mixture, that's going to be equals to 600 liters plus X liters. So this is going to be in liters. And also there is going to be an acid content. So the total acid content and this new mixture, total acid content and the new mixture, that means 600 plus X liters. So that's going to be equals to, initially we have 12% of 600 liters, and to it we added X 30% of X. So this is going to be the acid content in the total mixture of 600 plus X. Now according to the question, it's given here that after addition, the amount of acid content is going to be 12% of 600 added to 30% of X. So this is going to increase the acid solution. It should be such that how much of X has been added. Now our goal will be to find out the amount of X that has been added such that the acid concentration is more than 15% of the mixture. So 15% of 600 plus X, but it's going to be less than 18% of the mixture. So that means 18% of 600 plus X. So we need to solve this inequality to obtain the values of X. Okay, let us begin. Now 15% of 600 plus X, so that's going to be 15 over 100 multiplied to 600 plus X. This is going to be less than 12% of 600, so that's going to be, so 12 over 100 times 600, so that's going to be 72. Added to 30% of X is going to be 3X over 10. This is going to be less than 18% of 600 plus X. So we have 18 over 100 times 600 plus X. Now let's do one thing. Let's multiply throughout with 100 such that we have 15 multiplied to 600 plus X less than 7200 plus 30X less than 18 multiplied to 600 plus X. Now what we'll do? We will subtract 7200 throughout. So 15 times 600, so that's going to be 9000 plus 15X. Let's simplify this. We'll subtract that in the next step. We have 7200 plus 30X less than, so 18 times 600, that's going to be 10800 plus 18X. Now we're going to subtract 7200 throughout. So we have 9000 minus 7200 plus 15X less than 30X less than 10800 minus 7200 plus 18X. Now 9000 minus 7200, this is going to be 1800. So 1800 plus 15X less than 30X less than 3600 plus 18x. Fine. Now what we'll do, we'll break this inequality into two parts. So we have 1800 plus 15x less than 30x, and we have 30x less than 3600 plus 18x. Now we will have here 1800 less than 30x minus 15x, or we can say we have 30 minus 15x, that's simply 15x is going to be greater than 1800. So x is going to be greater than 1800 divided by 15, so that's going to be 120. So here we have x greater than 120. Now for this inequality, we have 30x minus 18x, so that's going to be 12x. So we have 12x less than 3600, dividing both sides by 12, we have x less than 300. Now we combine these two inequalities, so we have x lying between 120 and 300. In other words, the number of liters of the 30% solution of acid, that must be more than 120, but it has to be less than 300 liters.